Let's go to main question 3. Solve the following equation. Main question 3, sub question 1. 4 is equal to 5 bracket p minus 2. 4 is equal to 5 open bracket p minus 2 close bracket. So here multiply 5 or 5 is multiplied with the bracket. Hence this multiply 5 will become divide 5. But if we divide 4 by 5, it becomes a fraction which cannot be simplified further. So 4 upon 5 cannot be simplified further. Hence, instead of transferring this 5 from right hand side to the left hand side, we will open the bracket. In order to open the bracket, we will use the distributive property. In the distributive property, the integer 5 outside the bracket is multiplied with each term inside the bracket. So 5 will be multiplied with p also, and 5 will be multiplied with 2 when we open this bracket. So when we are opening this bracket, multiplication is distributed over subtraction. Now this we have already learned when we are learning the properties such as commutative property, associative property and distributive property. So here we are using the distributive property where the multiplication is distributed over addition or subtraction. Since here subtraction is there, we are distributing 5. 5 is multiplied with p also and 5 is multiplied with 2 also, and both of them are then subtracted. So we will get 5 into p, that is 5p, and 5 into 2, our answer will be 10. So 5 2s are 10 we will write here in the next step, and 5 into p will write as 5p, and between both the terms we will write the minus sign. So on the left hand side we copy 4 as it is, and 5p minus 10 will copy in the right hand side. Now we can solve this further by keeping the alphabet p alone, and minus 10 we will send on the other side. But p has a coefficient 5 next to it. So we will keep 5p alone on the right hand side, and minus 10 will be transferred to the left hand side. So when minus 10 is transferred to the left hand side, we are using the transpose rule, the opposite rule, which means subtraction will become addition. So minus 10 when it is transferred from right hand side to the left hand side, it will become plus 10. So we will get 4 plus 10 is equal to 5p in the next step, that is the second step. Now we will solve this further. 4 plus 10, our answer is 14 is equal to 5p, and now we can send 5 to the left hand side in order to keep the alphabet or the variable p alone. So here we will keep the variable p alone, and 5 we will transfer to the left hand side. 5 is in multiplication, so when we are using the transpose rule, we have to do division. So 14 divided by 5, or we can say 5 is in multiplication with p. 5p means 5 into p, or 5 multiplied by p. Hence multiply 5 will become divide 5 or denominator 5. So in the next step, 14 upon 5 will write in the left hand side, and p we will copy alone in the right hand side. This we cannot solve further because 14 upon 5, the denominator 5 is a prime number, and we cannot reduce or simplify further. Hence we will convert it into mixed fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Whenever the numerator is bigger than the denominator, children, we have to remember to convert the fraction into a mixed fraction. 14 upon 5 is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. When a fraction numerator is bigger than denominator, we call it as improper fraction. An improper fraction should be converted into mixed fraction while writing the final answer. So here we will get the final answer as 2 integer 4 upon 5. P is equal to 2 integer 4 upon 5. So in order to convert 14 upon 5 into a mixed fraction, we have to use the multiply and addition rule or multiplication addition rule, where 5 will be kept as it is in the denominator, and then we have to use 5's table to find out the nearest multiple of 5 such that it is the nearest multiple of 14. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15 is greater than the numerator 14. Hence we will use a smaller multiplication table. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15 we cannot take, so we will take 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10, so 5 and 2 are multiplied. Our answer will be 10. 5 2s are 10, and the remainder number we will carry. 5 2s are 10, and then we will count after 10. 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have counted 4 as additional numbers. Hence 5 2s are 10 and the remainder 4 will be carried. So P is equal to 2 integer 4 upon 5 is our final answer. Let's go to the second sub question. Main question 3, sub question 2. Main question 3, sub question 2. Minus 4 is equal to 5, open bracket p minus 2, close bracket. So here multiply 5 with the bracket will be distributed with p as well as with 2. 5 is multiplied with p also and 5 is multiplied with 2 also, and we will get 5p minus 10 as the next step, because 5 is multiplied with p, our answer will be 5p, and 5 is also multiplied with 2 and we will get 10. 5 2s are 10. So 5 is distributed among both the terms inside the bracket. So here we are using the distributive property where multiply is distributed over subtraction. 5 is multiplied with p and 5 is multiplied with 2. So we are distributing the multiplication 5 with both the terms using the subtraction function in between. So 5 into p and 5 into 2. 5 into p is 5p and 5 into 2 is 10. And between both the terms we copy the minus sign as it is, and minus 4 in the left hand side we copy as it is. Now in order to find the value of p, we will first keep 5p alone, and the nearby number minus 10 will transfer from the right hand side to the left hand side using the transpose rule. So in the transpose rule we are using the opposite rule. So minus 10 will become plus 10 when we transfer it from right hand side to the left hand side. So we will get minus 4 plus 10 is equal to 5p. This minus 10 is going from right hand side to the left hand side. So here minus 4 plus 10 will be our next step, and 5p we copy as it is, and 10 minus 4 our answer will be 6. Minus 4 plus 10 we can solve it as 10 minus 4 also. From 10 we have to subtract 4. Minus 4 plus 10 means from 10 we have to subtract 4, our answer will be 6. 10 minus 4 our answer will be 6, and 5p we copy as it is in the right hand side, and 6 we will write in the left hand side as the solution of 10 minus 4. Now 6 equal to 5p. Now we will transfer the coefficient 5 from the right hand side to the left hand side by using the transpose rule. So here 5p means 5 is multiplied with p or 5 into p. So multiply 5, opposite rule is divide 5, or opposite of multiplication is division. So we will get 6 upon 5 is equal to p. So 5 in the numerator will become 5 in the denominator of 6. So 6 upon 5 is equal to p. Now 5 is a prime number and 6 is a composite number, and 6 is not a multiple of 5, hence we cannot solve it further. But if we have observed or noticed carefully, the numerator is greater than the denominator, hence we have to convert the fraction into a mixed fraction. So this is an improper fraction. 6 upon 5 is a improper fraction because 6 is the numerator and numerator is greater than the denominator. Whenever the numerator is greater than the denominator, we call it as a improper fraction. So improper fraction has to be further solved into a mixed fraction in the final answer. So in the final answer, we will get 1 integer 1 upon 5 as the solution of p. P is equal to 1 integer 1 upon 5. So we are using the multiplication addition rule to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction, where the denominator 5 is copied as it is, and we have to say the table of 5 such that we get the nearest multiple of 6. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. 5 2s are 10 is a greater integer than the numerator 6. 5 2s are 10 we cannot use. So we will use 5 1s are 5. So 5 is multiplied with 1, our answer will be 5. And after that we have to count further in order to get 6. 5 1s are 5. Plus 1 if we do, we will get 6. So here we are using the multiplication and the addition. So here 1 is in carry and 1 is in the integer and 5 is in the denominator. 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6. So 5 is multiplied with 1 and the answer is added with the numerator 1. So first multiplication, then addition. The Ma rule. First multiplication, then addition. 5 multiplied by 1, the answer is 5. And with 5, we have to do plus 1 in order to get 6 in the numerator. So in the next step, our answer will be p is equal to 1 integer 1 upon 5. Let's go to sub question number 3. Main question 3, sub question 3. 16 is equal to 4 plus 3, open bracket, t plus 2, close bracket. So now here 4 is added with 3 and 3 is multiplied with the whole bracket t plus 2. So 3 bracket t plus 2 we will copy as it is, and here 4 is added with this term. So this plus 4 we can transfer to the left hand side, and we will get 16 minus 4 in the left hand side, and 4 is already transferred to the left hand side using the transpose rule. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So we will get 16 minus 4, and 4 is removed from the right hand side and it goes to the left hand side. So in the right hand side only 3 bracket t plus 2 close bracket will remain. This will copy in the next step also as it is. 3 open bracket t plus 2 close bracket, and here we'll solve in the left hand side. Answer of 16 minus 4 we will get 12. So in the left hand side we will write 12. 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. 16 minus 4 is equal to 12, and in the right hand side 3 open bracket t plus 2 we will solve further. Now 3 is multiplied with the bracket. 3 bracket t plus 2 means 3 is multiplied with this binomial bracket. Binomial terms are there inside the bracket. 3 is in multiplication. So when 3 is transferred to the left hand side, 3 will go in division, or 3 will go in the denominator of 12. So multiply 3 will become divide 3 or denominator 3 when we are transferring from right hand side to the left hand side using the transpose rule. So in the next step we will get 12 upon 3. This 3 from right hand side will go below 12. 12 upon 3 we can solve further as 4. With 3 stable we can cancel the denominator 3, and with 3 stable we can cancel the numerator 12. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. Again I repeat, 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So 4 upon 1 is our answer. 4 upon 1 means only 4. So in the left hand side we will copy 4, and in the right hand side we will copy t plus 2, but we will remove the bracket and then we will solve further. So t plus 2 is equal to 4 is our next step. Now plus 2 we will transfer from the right hand side to the left hand side because we have to find the value of t. Hence t has to be kept alone, and all the neighboring integers or alphabets or constant terms have to be transferred to the other side or opposite side. Since t has to be kept alone, plus 2 will transfer from right hand side to the left hand side. It will become minus 2 because we are using the opposite rule, that is the transpose rule. Opposite of addition is subtraction. So plus 2 will go this side on the left hand side. It will become 4 minus 2, and t will copy as it is in the right hand side. And this we solve further. 4 minus 2, our answer is 2. Hence t is equal to 2 is our final answer, or we can say t is equal to 2 is the solution of the given equation. Let's go to the fourth sum. Main question 3, sub question 4. Main question 3, sub question 4. 4 plus 5 open bracket p minus 1 close bracket is equal to 34. So here first we will keep 5 and the open bracket p minus 1 close bracket alone as it is, and addition 4 or 4 is added with this 5 bracket p minus 1. Hence 4 is added. This 4 we will transfer from left hand side to the right hand side, and hence we will get the answer as 34 minus 4 because 4 is added in the left hand side. So when we are transferring from the left hand side to the right hand side, we have to use the opposite rule or the transpose rule. So plus 4 will become minus 4. 4 is added with 5 bracket p minus 1. Hence 4 when transferred to the right hand side, it will become subtraction 4. 34 minus 4, our answer is 30. And 5 open bracket p minus 1 will copy as it is in the next step. And here we will solve this further, where 5 is now transferred from left hand side to the right hand side, and we will keep the bracket p minus 1 alone in the left hand side. So 5 is multiplied with the bracket because there is no symbol between 5 and the bracket. Hence we will assume there is the multiplication sign. So when 5 and the bracket is written together, we have to assume that 5 is multiplied with the bracket. Hence the opposite rule of multiplication is division. So multiply 5 will go in divide 5, or multiply 5 will go in denominator below 30. So 30 upon 5 will be our fraction in the next step, and this we can solve further. 30 upon 5 means 6, because 30 upon 5 can be simplified or reduced further by using cancellation to simplify further. 30 upon 5 can be simplified further by cancelling with 5 stable. The denominator 5 is cancelled using 5 stable, and the numerator 30 is cancelled using 5 stable. 5 1s are 5, 5 6s are 30. Again I repeat, 5 1s are 5. 5 is cancelled and 1 is written, 30 is cancelled and 6 is written. 5 1s are 5, 5 6s are 30. So 6 upon 1 is our Answer in the next step, 6 upon 1 means only 6. So in RHS side we will copy 30 upon 5 and simplify it further and write it as 6. So P minus 1 is equal to 6 will be our next step. And the bracket P minus 1 and close bracket we will copy in the left hand side, but we will remove the bracket. So only P minus 1 we will copy in the next step, and 30 upon 5 we will simplify as 6. 30 upon 5 means 6. P minus 1 is equal to 6. Further we will solve by keeping P alone, and minus 1 we will transfer from left hand side to right hand side using the transpose rule. The opposite rule of subtraction is addition. So minus 1 when transferred from left hand side to right hand side, it will become plus 1. Minus 1 will become plus 1. So in the next step we will get 6 plus 1, which can be further written as 7. So in the left hand side we will keep P alone and minus 1 we are transferring. So P is alone and minus 1 will transfer, it will become plus 1. 6 plus 1, answer is 7. P is equal to 7 is the solution for the given equation. Let's go to the third main question, sub question number 5. Third main question, sub question number 5. 0 is equal to 16 plus 4, open bracket, m minus 6, close bracket. So here 4 is multiplied with the bracket and then 16 is added to it. That means first we have to multiply 4 with the bracket and then we have to add 16. So 16 can be transferred from right hand side to the left hand side using the transpose rule. So plus 16 will become minus 16 in the next step. In the left hand side we will get 0 minus 16. And in the right hand side 4 bracket m minus 6 will copy as it is. 4 open bracket m minus 6 close bracket will copy as it is in the right hand side. And 0 minus 16 will simplify further and we will get minus 16. 0 minus 16, the answer is minus 16. The next step, multiply 4 will be transferred to the left hand side from the right hand side and it will go in the denominator, 16 upon 4. Here 4 is multiplied with the bracket. So in order to transfer 4 from right hand side to left hand side, we have to use the transpose rule. Transpose rule means the opposite rule, and opposite of multiplication is division. So 4 is multiplied with the bracket, that means 4 is in multiplication. Hence opposite rule of multiplication is division. So 16 upon 4 we will write, or 16 divided by 4. Multiply 4's opposite rule is divide 4. So we will write 16 divided by 4 or 16 upon 4. And the minus sign we copy as it is. So in the next step we will get minus 16 upon 4 is equal to m minus 6. So RHS m minus 6 inside the bracket we will copy as it is. And in the next step m minus 6 will copy, but we will remove the bracket. So in the next step m minus 6 will write and we will remove the bracket. And in the left hand side we will solve 16 upon 4 by simplifying it further, and the denominator 4 can be cancelled using 4's table and the numerator 16 can be cancelled using 4's table. So 16 upon 4 can be further solved as 4 1s are 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4, 4 4s are 16. 4 is cancelled and 1 is written, 16 is cancelled and 4 is written. 4 1s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So in the next step we will get minus 4 upon 1. Minus 4 upon 1 or only minus 4 we can say. So minus 4 is equal to m minus 6. Since we have to find the value of m, m has to be kept alone. Now minus 6 will transfer from right hand side to the left hand side and m has to be kept alone. So minus 6 when it is transferred from right hand side to left hand side, we will use the transpose rule or the opposite rule. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So minus 6 will become plus 6 when it is transferred from right hand side to left hand side. So minus 4 plus 6 equal to m. And hence we will solve this further. Minus 4 plus 6, or we can say 6 minus 4. Minus 4 plus 6 can be also read or solved as 6 minus 4. Minus 4 plus 6 or 6 minus 4. Our answer is positive 2. So m is equal to positive 2 is our answer. M is equal to 2 is our final answer, or we can say m is equal to 2 is the solution of this given equation. Let us go to main question 4. Main question 4, solve as directed. Construct 3 equations such that x equal to 2. Now we have to construct the equation. That means equation is not given. Only the value is given. X equal to 2 is the value, and we have to prepare an equation such that when we solve that equation, after solving that equation, the answer of that equation or solution of that equation should be 2. x equal to 2. So we have to make 3 such equations on our own. But in all the 3 equations, when we solve it further, the solution of that equation or the answer of that equation should be 2, x equal to 2. So in order to do that, we will use a typical method where we will start with the condition given. So here the condition given is x equal to 2. So this condition we will use as our first step, x equal to 2. And then we will simultaneously do different mathematical functions such as multiplication, division, subtraction and addition. We will use either of the 4 mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But while using this mathematical function, we will mostly use it on both the sides of the equal to sign. So simultaneously we will use in the left hand side also and in the right hand side also we will use. So we will start to form the first equation. We will multiply 10 on both the sides. Suppose we multiply x with 10. So we also have to multiply 2 with 10. So in the left hand side also we have to multiply 10. In the right hand side also we have to multiply 10. So our statement explaining this step will be multiplying 10 on both the side. And in mathematical form we will write 10 into x equal to 2 into 10. In short, we are multiplying 10 on both the sides. 10 is multiplied with x also in the left hand side and 10 is multiplied with 2 also in the right hand side. And this if we solve further, 10 2s are 20 and 10 into x, our answer will be 10x. 10x equal to 20. Now we can leave this as an equation or we can use another mathematical functions such as addition. So now here we will add 2 on both the sides. Now we have to remember children, whatever mathematical functions we are using, if we are solving on the left hand side, we also have to apply the same mathematical function on the right hand side. So here we are adding 2, but on both the sides we have to add. So we have to add on the left hand side also and we have to add on the right hand side also. So we will get 10x plus 2 in the left hand side and 20 plus 2 in the right hand side. So 20 plus 2 can be further solved as 22 and 10x plus 2 we will copy as it is. So we will get an equation 10x plus 2 is equal to 22. We will get the equation 10x plus 2 is equal to 22. And this is the first equation which we have formed such that if we solve it further, we will get the answer as 2. And if we try to find the solution of this equation, we will get the solution as x equal to 2. So if we solve it further, simplify it further, our answer will be x equal to 2. Now let us form another equation using the condition x equal to 2. Now we have to form an equation such that when we solve that equation or simplify that equation, the answer or the solution of that equation should be 2. X equal to 2 should be the answer of that equation. So we have to form our own equation. So we will use either of the 4 mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So let us start the first step and we are using the division rule first. We can use any of the rules, but in this let us try using the division rule. So first we will divide by 5 or we can divide by any other term also, any other number also. But in this particular case, we are dividing by 5. Dividing 5 on both the sides. What do we get? X divided by 5 and 2 divided by 5. X is also divided by 5 and 2 is also divided by 5. Again I repeat, in the left hand side, x is divided by 5 and in the right hand side, 2 is also divided by 5. So we will get an equation as x upon 5 is equal to 2 upon 5. So this we can call it as an equation. X upon 5 is equal to 2 upon 5. So this will be our second equation. X upon 5 is equal to 2 upon 5 will be our second equation. Let us go to the third equation. We have to formulate one more equation. So we will start formulating the equation using the condition given, that is we have to form an equation such that the solution of that equation should be 2. X equal to 2 is the solution of that equation. So we have to prepare our own equation. Let us form the equation by using one of the mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Now in this particular step, we are using the multiplication function. Let us multiply 5 on both the sides. Now we have to remember whatever mathematical function, addition, subtraction, multiplication or division we use, we have to use it on both the sides. In the left hand side also we have to use the same mathematical function. In the right hand side also we have to use the same mathematical function. So here x is multiplied with 5 on the left hand side and 2 is also multiplied with 5 on the right hand side. So 5 into x and 5 into 2. X is also multiplied with 5. 2 is also multiplied with 5. 5 into x, 5 into 2. And our answer further will be 5 into x is 5x. And 5 into 2 is 10. 5 2s are 10. 5 into x is 5x. So in the next step, we'll get 5x equal to 10. Now we'll use another mathematical function. Let's say subtraction. So subtracting 3 from both the side. So we are removing 3 from both the side. From left hand side we are subtracting 3 and from right hand side also we are subtracting 3. Whatever mathematical function we use, we have to use it on both the sides. In the left hand side also we will use the same mathematical function. In the right hand side also we will use the same mathematical function. So we will subtract 3 from left hand side also and we will subtract 3 from the right hand side also. So 5x minus 3 is equal to 10 minus 3. From 5x also we have to subtract 3. From 10 also we have to subtract 3. So in the next step we will get 5x minus 3 is equal to 10 minus 3. And 10 minus 3 can be further solved as 7. 10 minus 3, 7. And the left hand side 5x minus 3 will copy as it is. Hence the equation formed is 5x minus 3 is equal to 7. So this will be our third equation. 5x minus 3 is equal to 7. Let us go to the second sub question. Main question 4, sub question 2. Main question 4, sub question 2. Construct 3 equations such that x equal to minus 2. Now the condition given is x equal to minus 2. We have to form 3 equations and all the 3 equations should be such that their answer should be minus 2. Or when those 3 equations we solve or simplify further, the solution of that equation should be minus 2. X equal to minus 2. So we will form 3 equations using the variable x. So we can use either of the mathematical functions such as multiplication or addition or subtraction or division. But we have to use the mathematical functions on both the sides. On the left hand side also we have to use the same mathematical function and the right hand side also we have to use the same mathematical function. So we will start formulating the equation by using the condition given. The condition given is x equal to minus 2. And we will start by using the multiplication function. Let us multiply 3 on both the sides. So x is also multiplied with 3 and minus 2 is also multiplied with 3. So in the next step we'll get 3 into x and 3 into minus 2. 3 into minus 2 can be further solved and our answer will be minus 6. 3 into minus 2 answer is minus 6 and 3 into x means only 3x. A number cannot be multiplied with a variable or an alphabet. A number cannot be multiplied with a alphabet. Hence, we will just copy it as 3x. 3 into x means only 3x. The multiply sign will be removed. 3x equal to minus 6 is the equation or the equation we are forming such that the answer of this equation will be minus 2. When 3x minus 6 is solved further, we will get the answer x equal to minus 2. Let us try formulating another equation, but you will use the same condition x equal to minus 2. Now we will formulate the equation using the condition x equal to minus 2, but we have to use either of the 4 mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. We will here use the multiplication rule first, but we have to use on both the sides the same mathematical function. X is also multiplied with 3 and minus 2 is also multiplied with 3. So 3 into x equal to 3 into minus 2. In the next step, 3 into minus 2, our answer will be minus 6. 3 into minus 2 answer is minus 6 and 3 into x means only 3x. 3 into x means only 3x because a number and an alphabet cannot be multiplied. Hence 3 into x we will write it as 3x. And 3 into minus 2 can be further solved and the answer we get is minus 6. 3 2s are 6 and the minus sign we copy as it is. 3x equal to minus 6. Now this we can further solve or leave this as it is. But let us solve it further by using one more mathematical function such as addition. Let us add 7 on both the side. 3x is also added with 7 and minus 6 is also added with 7. 3x plus 7 is equal to minus 6 plus 7. In the next step, we'll solve further. Minus 6 plus 7 or 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6, our answer is 1. And 3x plus 7 in the left hand side we copy as it is. 3x plus 7 in the left hand side we copy as it is. And the right hand side minus 6 plus 7 we solve as 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6, the answer is 1. So the equation formed is 3x plus 7 equal to 1. And this is the required equation. And if we solve this further or simplify further, the solution of this equation will be x equal to minus 2. Now we have to form the third equation using the condition x equal to minus 2. Now, in order to formulate a third equation, we will begin with the condition given. The condition given is x equal to minus 2. And in order to formulate an equation, we can use either of the mathematical functions such as addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Let us first use the multiply rule. So here we will multiply 3 on both the sides. Whatever mathematical functions we use, we have to use on both the sides, that is the left hand side also we have to use and on the right hand side also we have to use. Here we are multiplying 3 on both the sides, means x is also multiplied with 3, minus 2 is also multiplied with 3. So we will get 3 into x and 3 into minus 2. In the left hand side we get 3 into x. In the right hand side we get 3 into minus 2. 3 into minus 2, the answer is minus 6. 3 2s are minus 6. And 3 into x, only 3x. So this we can leave it as it is as a equation. But let us use one more mathematical function such as addition. We will add 10 on both the sides. The left hand side also we will add 10 and the right hand side also we will add 10. So in the next step we will get 3x plus 10 and minus 6 plus 10. 3x is added to 10 and minus 6 is also added to 10 because we have to add 10 on both the sides. The same mathematical function has to be used on both the sides, left hand side also and right hand side also. So in the final step we will get 3x plus 10 and the right hand side will simplify minus 6 plus 10, or we can say 10 minus 6. Minus 6 plus 10 means 10 minus 6. Answer is 4. 10 minus 6, the answer is 4, positive 4. Hence the equation required will be 3x plus 10 is equal to 4, and this will be the third equation which we have formed, and it is such an equation that if we simplify or reduce it further, the solution of this equation will be minus 2. X equal to minus 2 will be the solution of this equation. Here children, we complete exercise 4.3.